9. Woo! Whoa! Oh, the ogre's lost his fucking mind. Yeah, nah, maybe I've come to my senses. I just, I was out working my balls off today. I wanted to hear some good music. It's having a break. And in my heart, I think some folks may believe that I would give up. And this is not a normal day. Hell, everybody's probably wondering, what the fuck? The ogre, no warning, no nothing. I see there's a couple people out there. How y'all doing? Mad Dodge. Monroe. What the fuck? I don't know. Just playing some loud rock and roll music and trying to come to grips with the fact that life is a long song. Excuse me. Hey, how you doing, Wolfshot?
Hey, what's going on, man?
Let me turn this shit down. I had no idea anybody would show up. I feel like I'm naked in my oh, never mind.
What's
I
up,
feel like
brother?
I'm caught with my pants down, so to speak. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Oh, it's come to my attention that I can't turn the music down without turning you down. Give me a second. If you said something I didn't hear you, I'll be back in just a second.
Okay.
Oh, thank you so much for showing up. I really was just going to say that, Scott Pressler is going to be here tonight. This is easier for me to do than like making a video. Been out tilling the field, planting, sowing so that I may reap, so to speak. Mm-hmm. And I just happen to know that you work 12-hour days all of your life. How are you doing today?
I'm good. I'm good. Start work at 6 o'clock.
Good Lord. You mean in the evening?
Yes, sir.
No, just ogre's fine. They call my daddy sir, and nobody liked that son of a bitch. Oh, no, I liked him. I liked him. But most didn't. And I do Wolfshot. This is kind of impromptu. I'll probably be here for like 5 or 10 minutes. I don't really have a whole lot to say. Oh, we got somebody's, man, wow, these names sometimes get me. I'm an auditory learner, which means I have a pretty good vocabulary and I know a lot of words. But if I run into a word that I don't know, I'm shite at trying to sound it out. I don't sound things out. And you probably know, Wolfshot, from some communiques we've had, I'm not very good at spelling either.
Oh, no, you're fine, honey.
Oh, thank you. You're awfully nice too. And I do have a certain level of respect for people that, look, I was a truck driver, a preacher. Preacher was the worst job I ever had because you're never off. You could work 12 hours, come home, catch a quick meal and think you're going to go to bed. The phone could ring and it's little Johnny's back in jail. Little Sally's down on the strip selling her wares for cocaine. Could you please come help us? But outside of that, I have a tremendous respect for people that, now, without getting too personal, do you feel a responsibility? I mean, why is it that you work so much of your life?
I don't know. It's just I was raised that way, I suppose. I mean, I was raised on a farm, had to work every day, and felt like needed to continue that in my adult life.
Got tons of respect for that. I was raised by a farmer that had become a mechanic, and he worked 8-hour shifts in General Motors and then came home to a transmission shop that he ran for 45 years and would work at least another 8 hours there, 6 days a week.
And my father was the same. He was a mechanic with GM and would come home, shower, and then get back to it.
Out in the shop. Hey, Sly Fox. And I would do my best to say your name. I think it's Zuri Kitsune. Zuri Kitsune. That's as best as I got. I just want to say something very quick. In fact, Wolfshot's the reason I came on. Conscious Caracal is a person that I have a tremendous amount of respect for never having seen this human being. And I don't mean face to face where I could shake his hand. I mean, I've seen the Britisher. We talk fairly regular. I missed our times the last 3 days. Matter of fact, we usually talk for about, half hour, an hour every day. We're mates. We talk about life and so I've seen him. I don't want to get too far off in the weeds. But when it concerns people that are this ambiguous human being that I've never seen in my life, Wolfshot, never, you're one of them. I don't know. I couldn't pick you out of a lineup, but I'm going to stick on Conscious Caracal. He made a point to me today, and I'm going to not only focus on that point the next few days, I'm going to take the advice that came with that point. And that is this. Listen, folks, call me disingenuous if you want. Call me whatever you want. When I started this forte into madness, this mad excursion into the mind of insanity, I made a few points. One of my biggest points that I made was one of my personal heroes is a man named Andy Kaufman. My sister and I used to stay up really late. She's 10 years older than me, and she wouldn't get whooped for it. But when we got caught, I'd get whooped for it because it'd be 1 o'clock in the morning and Andy Kaufman would be on Wrestling Girls, or, I mean, there was so many things he did. I would be watching these things. And when I was very young, I decided that I didn't know when I was going to end. I didn't know when my life was going to be cut off. Could be tomorrow, even now. Could be right this instant. Could be anytime. And I figured that if I was going to have to be on this wild ride, I would try to emulate people that saw the insanity of life and parodied it. Parodied it, I should have said. Parodied it. Showed the insanity of what reality really is. If people don't get everything I do, I'm sorry. And you know what? There's nothing I can do now or in the future that will make you get the joke every time. You won't get it. I'll say this without bringing up a lot of controversy. God save me. If you've talked about me for the last 9 days with no response from me, I'm sorry, but I win. I don't know how else to say it. I don't want to, it doesn't even matter what you're talking about. If you've done it for over a week without me saying a mumbling word, I win. That said, I concede victory. I decide, oh man, I almost said her name. I decide as a very cool chick that I just met would say to be Switzerland. Isn't that the one Wolfshot that didn't fight? Switzerland. Anyway, the one that didn't fight. Yeah, Switzerland. I decided to be Switzerland. And not to even fight for myself, because Sun Tzu says, know yourself and know your enemy. In 100 battles, you will have nothing to fear. And I decide right now to know myself. I'm fucking batshit crazy. You'll think I'm going that way and I'll go this way. It served me well. So I know myself. I'm a little nuts. I know my enemies. My enemies at this point wouldn't want to let a dead horse rest. They would beat that thing and hope that it would get up and gallop once again. I do believe that sometimes retreat and admission of an ineptitude is necessary. And at this point, I admit my ineptitude. I admit that I can't see the forest for the trees. All I see is the joke. The greater humor in life that we were all born. Can you believe it? He was like a 1 in a million. You were a sperm cell. There was so many things working against you. Evolution, your very own father's urge to maybe not have a baby at the time, or your mother's. Who knows? Many things were working against you, but yet you're here. Wolfshot, I'm going to make this a private hangout in just about 2 minutes. But before I do, I want to say this.
Okay, no
Enjoy the humor in your life. If I can give anybody a piece of advice that I can advise and also show you how to do it, I would say this. Laugh at yourself. Make yourself a parody of your own life if you can. That way you'll be able to look at the things that hurt you and you'll be able to laugh. We don't need jokes for puppy dogs and flowers, folks. We need jokes for cancer and ass rape. That's why they're here. All of the greats. And listen, I'll ramble on and on, but look, show up tonight, 7 o'clock. Scott Pressler will be here. We should have the majority, if not all, of the standard crew that you've grown to know and love, which is, well, not love, but you know me. You also know the Britisher. You know Day is Dead. You know Amanda Wolfchild. You know Doppelganger. Conscious Carrick will probably show up. And Kaboom may make a slide by. There's also someone else that I'm not going to mention. They're going to be a surprise guest. They'll come on in the beginning. A Pennsylvania brother out there in Penns Woods, just trying to also, maybe like myself and so many others here, find the sanity in this insane world. And now as I snuffle and sniff down the 5 acres of grass that I just got done cutting, I got to remind y'all of something. Be good to your friends. Be good to your family members. Be good to your loved ones. Be quick to say you're sorry. Be even quicker to accept an apology, especially when that thing your friend, your family member, or your loved one has done seems to be so huge, you'll never be able to get it out of your mind. Because constant viewers, the 17ians that showed up regardless of what a cock-sucking motherfucking crazy moron the ogre is, at a time you think not, your friends, your family members, your loved ones, your life, your cause, and all that you hold dear will depart from you. Let's all act like today is our last day, Sydney Rough Diamond. Ha! I'm going to shoot the link out one more time. Maybe say hi to my friends. God save Britannia!